you can releasing any tension. If you're sitting at your desk, this little 10 minutes video can help you in your daily stretches. You need some blocks, some cushions, and some soft ball. If you don't have any of those ones, get some hard pillow and a cushion, maybe a roll-up towel. So at the beginning, you're just gonna do a nice warm up, bringing the feet together, opening the toes, bringing the heels aligned. Lifting the arms up, have a nice deep breath in, lifting the arms, reach up and bringing down. Don't worry about any connection yet, just reach, lifting up and down. Let's go one more, lifting up and then reach one arm up towards the ceiling and up and the other. Keeping it and start a little bit restricting, moving from the hips, more like using your arms, reaching up and then back down. Lift the arm down and back. Circle the shoulders up and around. And then give a little tilt under your head and neck. Again, don't rush through this movement, nice and gentle. And then start leaning a bit from side, back in the middle, leaning onto the other side, and then back in. Exhale, gently go down, staying on, and then back in. I'm gonna combine this one with the mermaid stretch, bending the knees, lifting the arms up and over, stretch onto the side, roll halfway in the middle, come back up. Circle the shoulders down, lifting the arms up and over, stretch, roll in the middle, back in. Let's go one more time, lifting the arms up and over, roll in the middle, in, stretching onto the other side, in the middle, and back. Good. Bend your legs, and we're going into a couple of tilting of the pelvis, isolating the lower back and the pelvis with some movement. If the movement's really restricted, just very gentle, very tiny movement. Any niggly pain, just back off a little bit to your left, and the movement slowly, day by day will get better. And just feeling the movement from the pelvis like a bucket of water, forward and backwards, forward and backwards. Good. You could do a little bit from sideways as well. Again, imagine the hips and the pelvis is like a bucket of water and tilting from side to side. And we're going to come back in the middle. From here, just straighten the leg and just check this is your neutral spine. Small little arch and then lifting and engaging from your pelvic floor and deep tongue versus abdomen is safe. Putting the hands behind the back, feel this nice little neutral arch, opening the chest and lift up. Don't change the lower back arch. And you can curl when you're coming forward. Exhale, come back in the middle, come into neutral spine, open the chest and look gently up. Don't overextend from the neck, just a little lift and curl back. Breathing in, connect from your lower back, your center, and then curl back in. One more to go out, push, and then back down. Good. From there, we're going to do a forward roll, nice and slowly, rolling forward, hanging our hands, hanging our head, and then very slowly moving from side to side. You can hold the elbows, or you could just hang down there. Really allow the head and neck to open from the lower back. Coming back in the middle, put the fingertips down, and then we're going down to 4-point kneeling. Good. And then from 4-point kneeling, curl the spine and arm curl. Tucking the tailbone under and release back down. Breathing in and breathing out. Now just going into the lower back again, just a little tilt on the lower back. Well done. Come back into the middle and just lift from the rib cage, curl. And imagine you dropping the chest, dropping the ribs down, dropping the tummy. And lift and curl. and back down, coming into the shoulders and the head and neck, and drop down, left and drop, left. You really feel there's a box underneath. You need to hold yourself up and then gently collapse you, sinking from the shoulders. And you can curl and combine all this together. Head, the shoulder blades, back, curling from the lower back, mid back, neck and head. Shift, try to keep the weights in the middle, don't shift from back to forth. And we're going to come back in the middle, lifting one arm up and thread the needle across onto the opposite side. If you need a block underneath or a cushion underneath your shoulder, feel free to use it there and stay there. Breathing in and breathing out, keeping your hips in the middle, and then come back up. Lift the arm again, come across, and then back in. Variation of the next one, we're going to extend the front arm, stretching it forward and lengthen through. Bring the hips back in the middle and ever so slightly tucked under the tailbone. And back in the middle. Good, we're going to switch side, lifting the arm up. If you need a block, thread the needle and place it under your shoulder, or a cushion, or a ball, or a towel. Stay here and feel this nice across stretch. Back in the middle, left, and then grow across. Breathing in and breathing out. With the next one, with the third one, extend the front arm, and you can stay here as long as you want to, reaching and lengthening and going across. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly coming back up in the middle. Good, you're going to lie down on our back. If you have any head support on your head, feel pop it down. You could use the ball as well under your head, but we might need a ball later on. Feet together, knees together. And we're going to bring the legs to one direction, turning the head into the other. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently rolling back in. Exhale, switch onto the other side. And then back in the middle. One more. And you can do actually as many as you feel. Watch the shoulders. If the shoulders coming up, you have to come back with your leg a little bit to feel the stretch and stay there. Engaging to the tummy to roll back in. Good, well done. Now we're going to do a little stretch on our legs, bringing one leg up into the opposite knee. And then if you feel this is enough, you just push a little bit out, pulling the knee out, and then as much as you can, bring it back into line with your hip, and give a little pull and gentle release onto the lower back sciatica area. If your knees are really pulling in, just have a gentle push with the elbow and feel the stretch coming into your glutes, opening from there. Well done. And release it slowly on the other side. And same here again. If you want, just bring a bit more in and align it with that. Release the hip. And when you're ready, pull and gently stretch. When you're pulling, try to relax the shoulders and pull with the biceps, pulling with the arm. And release it slowly down and down. Good. If you have a ball or roll up towel, bring it under the lower back. You can keep the block underneath, but sometimes it's easier to just release it from there and then just get the nice little pelvic tilt on the ball or on the roll-up towel. Just tuck it under and release. Tuck it under and release. And then when you tuck it under, feel free to do a couple of shoulder bridge, peeling away very gently, just a tiny little gap between the ball and the lower back. And then one vertebrae at a time, rolling the spine back onto it. Neutral spine, bringing the ribs down, tuck, 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 tuck. Lifting it up. If you're happy to hold this position, lift the arms up and do a couple of scissoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go till 6. Well done. Lift both arms up. Reach and lengthen with the back of your hand as far as you can, and very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower your spine down onto the ball or without ball on the mat or on the towel. Keep the arms over the head for this lovely lengthening. Take a breath in, tuck, 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 tuck under, and slowly peel, 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 peel away. Feel again the nice long upper body, spine, and shifting the weight towards the feet. And one vertebrae at a time, rolling back on the mat and on the ball. Well done. Bringing the arms down and then taking the legs up one by one, just getting a nice little opening and stretching. This is such a nice stretch, elevated stretch from the lower back. Staying here as long as you want. I'm going to bring it down the legs one by one. Take the ball out. We're going to sit up and we're going to do one more stretch. Opening one leg, the other one is straighten. Now often it's coming onto the hamstring, so you can again put something underneath your leg that you're not necessarily concentrating just on the hamstring. And you can put something else underneath your opposite knee that is not gripping too much on the hip flexors. And we're going into a cross. So right leg and left arm across, and just doing this nice side stretch. You could point your toes and stay there. Please don't pull, don't grab, rather just gently reach forward and use your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, this is stretching on the hamstring as well as onto the lower back. If you're intensely feeling just onto your hamstring, use those little props underneath. And then you're going to switch onto the other side. Same across, holding on the knee, the shin, ankle, wherever you are. And the other leg feels quite tense on there. Just let it to rest on that side. Breathing in and breathing out. Reaching forward and stay there. Well done.